Hey folks, how you doing out there? Welcome to another Drink and a Wink AGAVARAMA. This is our fourth video in the series. I'm coming right back at you after a video last night where I was very angry, and today I'm much more happy. I'm really excited about, oh, I got the keyframe rate already. About everything going around today. And today what we're going to do is, like I said, I've been trying to go through and figure out what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about mezcal. We're going to talk about Sotol soon. But I figured I was, again, just out shopping, and I saw one of the most popular Blancos around these days. Saw a little taster bottle, a little, what is this? This is usually, what, I forget, 50 mils on this of Casamigos Blanco. And I was like, you know what, today what we're going to do, we're going to cool off. I'm not going to have any mezcal because that's kind of smoky. We're going to do that. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about two of the more popular Blancos that you're going to find at the front of the store, whether that be a 7-Eleven or a convenience store or an ABC store or a liquor store. These little kind of, well, this is a 375, but you'll see taster size of the Don Julio as well. We're going to talk about these two very popular and big name Blancos. Now you might see that I'm wearing this hat. I'm doing that only because I'm trying to match the weather. I imagine I would wear this hat if I were, I don't know, in some kind of remote, close to the equator town. If I was on safari, or if I was in a Latin American country where I needed to shade myself from the sun. But in fact, I live in Chicago, Illinois, Albany Park to be exact, and that's why I have to wear this hat. I have to wear this hat in this weather. Matter of fact, I checked right now at 9:44 p.m. here. It is currently 84 degrees in Chicago, and I checked in Jalisco, Mexico. It is currently 70. So I don't know if climates have changed. I don't know. Okay, we're doing our best here, but I think it's pretty safe to say that something is up. So anyway, 97 today, I think it was, and I think we're supposed to get thunderstorms in about 12 minutes. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to talk about this here. I got Michele bought a whole bunch of different herbs and stuff like that, so I tried to make it look like I'm in the middle, but it's just oregano and mint, and more mint. So anyway, there you go. So imagine I'm out in some wonderful place here. There's not a cactus to be found. We're going to drink some tequila. So let me tell you very little about these two tequilas that we're going to talk about. Now, I purposely did not want to look up and look at all the history and all of that. Okay, I purposely wanted to just kind of get the information on these that I could find. Neither of these tequilas are reported to have been in the past all natural. I'm going to do that one little test one more time. I didn't actually recently look up Don Julio. This might cause a little bit of a problem. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. So neither. Let's put this way. While both of these are listed as 100% Blue Weber agave, both of them are kind of pretty much understood that there's additives. And when you read the back of a bottle, like this Casamigos tequila, the George Clooney tequila. Now, I also said in an earlier video, his name still appears on these bottles. This company was sold. I know they wouldn't have sold that to, I can't remember who it was that bought it, but if it was Diageo, maybe it was Diageo. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I think it's Diageo. But it's not going to be sold if you have the Clune on your bottle and he owns it when he sells it. They're not taking that name off. So he's still connected, at least in that part. Okay, I got his name on it. I just want to be clear because sometimes there is when you have an actual owner. That representation is there. He was the actual owner. Now it has been sold, but he's still connected. Another situation where you have kind of a weird tie-in with a celebrity, the Wild Turkey and Long Branch with Matthew McConaughey comes to mind. He's with that for a while. That was more of a marketing thing. You know, they say that he was involved in the making of it, but he's no longer tied to that bottle. And we actually like that bottle. So I'm going to pour this. Anyway, Casamigos tequila. I have not really actually had a whole lot of the Blanco on this. I'm going to give everything a fair shake. I'm going to pour it into sipping, Glencairn glasses that are my favorite for nosing. That's that. Okay. I remember when I bought this bottle, we were leaving Starved Rock Park, and there was this convenience store, I think just a little bit north of it. I can't remember that road. We were just in there, and they had these 375s on closeout. I might have served their purpose because I was in there, and I grabbed 2 of them, and then both cashiers that were there, it's a high-class joint, were like, why are you buying 2 of those? There's something special about it? I said, well, it's not special, but it's literally, I think these were like $12 or something like that. Maybe even less. Maybe they were 10. I don't know. Anyway, it was fairly affordable, so that's why I took the chance on them. We've been kind of nursing it along. And I'm not going to say like we enjoyed the hell out of this, but this has been, in terms of a big name Blanco, not too bad. Okay. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to try to do a couple of things here. I don't even have to be worried about mixing up the glasses because I can smell which one. I know the Casamigos scent a little bit. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm going to try not to hold some of the things I just had against these bottlings. Sorry. I've been sipping on this new... Boom. Cascouine Blanco here at 40%, both of which at that size bottle is cheaper than either of these. Maybe it's close to the, I think that's, was it 40 or 50? No, it's $40. That's cheaper than this. I'm already going to tell you, if you see Cascouine Blanco, you buy that over either of these. But I'm trying not to hold that against it in terms of tasting. All right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to have the Casamigos first. Let me read you the information sheets here from Agave Matchmaker here. Okay, I printed them both out. Going down, they are exactly the same. Agave type. And when there's something different, I'll tell you something. Tequilana Weber. I can never say that word. Weber Blue Agave. 40% ABV. Same. Agave region, Jalisco. Same thing. Okay, that's the biggest region. It's where it was founded, and there's like 5 regions that's legally acceptable to produce tequila. Jalisco is going to be the one that's going to be the vast majority. I'll get into that another time. Fermentation: 100% agave, stainless steel tanks, both of them. Still type: stainless pot with copper coil, same. Crushing, roller mill, the same. Distillation: 2 times distilled, the same. Stone brick ovens, cookings, the same. Deep water or water source, deep well. The only thing that I noticed, and I don't know, maybe I could have possibly cut it off. It does say that the Casamigos is rested, which means in stainless steel, which means that it's not aged, but it goes from the bottle to a neutral container, if you will, stainless steel vat, and it's rested for some period of time, shorter than 2 months. All right, let's go into Casamigos first. On the nose, there is a sandalwood note, which is weird. Not a big agave note. Not a bigger nose, a hint of citrus, a hint of pepper. I'll do one more nose. Again, this is the Casamigos Blanco. Pretty much what I said. I know I've said before the Casamigos, we had the Reposado. We had a full bottle of Reposado. And the sweetness and cream soda in there was just enough for me to say, you know what, if you like that flavor of additives, the reposado or the aging of a certain amount of period in oak barrels helped it out. It was tasty if you like kind of a dessert tequila. This is embarrassing. I'm going to have to say it. I'm sorry. I was going to be nicer, but this is... Some of you people are going to think, what is this guy? What is wrong with this guy? He's like breaking up over tequila. How going to be that? It's not bad. It's just so cloyingly candy. Okay? It's a sweet, and as that little dimple that George Clooney has. It's as sweet as that friggin' dimple, man. Unbelievable how like sweet this is. This has been reported to be... Every possible additive in terms of flavoring has been added to this. Thank God at least it's clear. I will give it this. On the glass, it has some body, it has some legs. Maybe they didn't filter this so much, but if you can see that it's kind of like collecting on the glass there. We'll do that with the Blanco as well. Actually, you can't see this, but with these glasses you can actually roll them a little bit if you're very, very careful. Yeah, can you see that? See how it's kind of collecting? I'll give it that. It has some body. It's not thin tasting. It just tastes like cream soda and vanilla pod. It just doesn't. I mean, which is great taste, but it's just not tequila. It's like they made their tequila and then somebody like they're like, okay, bring in the eel fudge cookies, and they like drop some eel fudge cookies in the vat, and then like strain it out. Eel fudge, yeah. Think about it. When's the last time you had an eel fudge? I don't even know they're around, but you know that taste. That's what's on this. If you want that for your tequila, go for it. Embarrassingly sweet tequila. Don Julio Blanco. Oh, let me get a little water first. So, Don Julio has been around forever. They have many, many different types of output. Oh, by the way, on the back of the Casamigos, it literally says as a tasting, notes of smooth vanilla finish. It's in the beginning, it's in the middle, it's in the end. It's a 3-act play of vanilla, folks. Is there anything of... This is owned by Diageo. I'm going to have to go back. I'll put in the notes who owns Casamigos now. I'm just blanking on it. This is owned by Diageo. That's always going to mean that, it's probably not going to be a really, completely natural. But 1942, that's the label. This isn't a 1942 bottling. That's also another thing they have. Tequila Reserva de Don Julio, 40%. Okay, that's all it is. They say it's 100%. It is, color-wise, it is very clear. They haven't tried to beef it up. It's Blanco. It's supposed to be clear. It is this bottle that has a little blue tint. As I look at this and roll this one around a little bit, no, I didn't have a drink of this yet, so let's see. I roll that around a little bit. It's not as clingy to the glass. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's clingy. It's got it. All right, on the nose on this, much more agave, natural agave, cooked agave here, scent. A little bit of that cedar and pencil note. It's not a bad or good thing, just it's there. It's when it's overpoweringly because the hearts have been smashed around instead of properly handled. I don't think it's bad. This is way too... I am just on the edge of being an asshole with this hat on, smelling this like I'm... Indiana Julio over here. Okay. Just off the top of the head, if you're going for a tequila flavor, a natural tequila flavor, and you can't find a Cascouine or something of that nature that I've brought to you before, and I will bring you in the future. This is not bad tequila, okay? Other people might go, what are you talking about? Don Julio Blanco is not bad. It's not anything great, but it still tastes like tequila. And I would bet if there's any additive in here, I'm not tasting it, but maybe a little bit of the glycerin has been added to this to give it a little bit more of that body. Or I'm not really tasting that feel in the Casamigos, but I could be completely wrong. So what's going to be weird is I'm going to rate Don Julio's Blanco as higher. But as I always said about Casamigos, if you just want a sweet bomb, it's still like this isn't as bad as some of the other, like, you know, I don't know what assorted Jenners and other athletes, their tequilas, which all are garbage, LeBrons and Jordans and whatever. Yeah, garbage. It's just so funny. What's going to happen is I'm going to rate the Don Julio Blanco at 7.8. Okay, I'm going to rate Casamigos Blanco Tequila here at 7.6. But which one will I say will be the most popular of folks, or which one am I going to recommend? This one. What? That doesn't make any sense. Let me explain this to you. If the only option you have, you need to buy a Blanco, and your only option in a grocery store or something like that is this is going to be great. Buy that over this if you like tequila, okay? If you like the flavors of tequila, the cooked agave flavor with a little bit of sweetness. This is nuanced. I don't want to go nuts that it was like super. It's not, but it has a little bit of it. The Don Julio, okay? It's a little bit of nuance. Okay. But I can buy better tequila if I just make a trip to a good liquor store. I can get a better Blanco tequila for a lower price. This one is like it's the old joke, the car accident or something like that. There's something about it, or maybe it's just George Clooney. Like he's good in some things, but I mean, come on, not everything. But we just want to watch, him and Brad Pitt. I keep looking. It's kind of like a car accident. This stuff. It's like this is just ridiculous. But I'm gonna have some more. All right, I'm going to change that around. Don Julio, you know what? I got to check what I've given other so far. I've only given 3 or 4 scores, so let me check that. Sorry, my software is taking really long to load. So must be the heat. Actually, they say that sometimes if you're still running cable internet. Which is how we do it. No, I don't want to read the note. Okay, I don't want to read the note. I just want to read the note that I wanted to look at. No, I don't need help. Sorry, folks. It doesn't matter. What was I saying? Yeah, cable. If your wire is out and getting blasted by the sun, that can have an effect on your internet, to be quite honest. All right, let me go back to my whiskey notes. Okay. So far... So far, I have put, well, now it's not there anymore. Well, this is really going great, folks. I apologize. It was called agave. Okay, I put it in the wrong folder. All right, so far I've given Terralto Reposado a 7.9. Neither of these are as good as that. I gave Patron Añejo a 7.5. So that's kind of interesting. If Terralto Reposado was a 7.9, this is going to be a 7.8. Okay? If Patron Añejo was a 7.5, I'm going to go with a 7 on this. a half or a decimal point for just this wacky, stupid friggin' vanilla pod and cream soda. The Reposado tastes more cream soda than this one. I won't ever buy this one again. I may buy buy a small bottling of the Casamigos Reposado. Will you just take just a taste of this, please, just so you could how laughably sweet this is? I don't even care if you finish it. I don't care if you spit in it. This is the Casamigos Blanco, and we drank the Reposado, right?
It smells like syrup.
I know, I know. Michelle's just gonna make like a voice.
I don't know what the point of that is.
I don't know what the point of that is. You know what? With that, I'm going to take it down. We're going to put it with just one decimal point above the Patron Reposado or Patron Añejo. I'm going to give that a 7.6. So we're going to go 7.8 for the Don Julio Blanco, which you remember, and we're going to go 7.6 for Casamigos. That's it, folks. That's the battle. What was that? I don't know what the point of that is. There you go. I better end this video before I start giving the Clune less points. Every time I have a sip, I'm like, let's go down. Anyway, that's does Clooney have a? You know what it is? Like he put one of those. What was his drink? His drink thing? Nescafe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they dip one of those pods into the tequila, right? So far it's been Nescafe and EL Fudge cookies. Don't dip those in your tequila, folks. It's just not right.